Hello and welcome to this greatly gnarly challenge event. We'll be looking at the best items you can get from this event, and we'll talk about the changes that have been made in this update. And then finally we'll talk a little bit about this diamond giveaway I'm doing, but that'll be more talked about at the end of the video. This video will sound and look a little different to normal, but that's just how it has to be for now to get this video out today. Otherwise you would have been seeing this on Saturday or Sunday, which is going to be quite late for the event. So moving on to the best 5 items you can get from this event and what makes them good. Number 1 would be the Camelot ruler ring. This would definitely be the best item you can get. For anyone who uses mages, make sure you place them on your strongest mage to get the most benefit. Each time an ally uses their weapon's ability, the person wearing the ring will increase their spell power by 20% of the ally's magic power, and this can stack up to 4 times, meaning people with high damage mages could really benefit from this. Number 2 would be Robin's Hood gear. This is a great item because enemies will always use their armor's abilities, and very frequently, meaning this armor will charge itself up very quickly, and each charge will give the archer an additional 7,000 damage on the next crit attack, and this can stack up to 4 times as well, meaning one shot could potentially have an additional 28,000 damage, and that's before the standard damage, and that's before it's even made into an ancient piece, which would be even stronger. Number 3 would be the Great Merlin wand. This is another great choice because it's very similar to the insta-kill item, but it also allows you to set enemies on fire, dealing 10,000 damage plus spell power over 5 seconds, which is going to be great for that extra bit of damage. And number 4 would be the Robin Hood bow. Because this is once in a while weapon, we can assume this will happen at least a few times in a fight, and they'll be able to throw a grenade that deals 40,000 damage to the target. This will then explode, dealing damage to random enemies nearby, equal to 15% of the original target's max health. This could be amazing if it's pure damage to each enemy hit, but I'm sure we can assume this will be spread out between everyone hit, not just 15% of the health to each enemy. And the final choice would be the artifact. If this was a once in a while and not just at the start of the battle, this probably could have made the first or second place. But because this is only at the start of the battle, it's not quite as good, but it still holds some great benefits. I'm sure most of you have noticed most of the damage you take is in a burst at the beginning of a fight, and many mages and archers could fall in seconds, so this artifact could be a saving grace to keeping your most valuable person alive for a bit longer. And an honourable mention, for anyone that uses the Legionnaire in their starting lineup, could really benefit from the Lancelot Spear. The damage from every crit is tripled, and has a small chance of being quadrupled, but the main benefit to this weapon is once in a while it will throw a spear at 2 random enemies, and this can trigger all of the weapon's effects for some crazy burst damage. To earn these items you're going to need to earn crowns, and the way to earn crowns is basically by doing anything that involves your squad fighting, whether it be arenas, portals, gem bays and so on. But the way to get the most crowns, you're going to want to do the daily and weekly quests. The weekly quests will obviously give you the most crowns that you can get, but to get the most crowns you're going to want to do the daily and weekly quests. The weekly quest will obviously get you more, if you can complete 4 out of 7 of them, but Hustle Castle knows this, so in order to get the main bonus from the weekly quests, you're going to need a golden pass. After looking at the passes, I can't see why anyone would go for the £23.99 one, just because 15 levels really aren't worth the extra £14.50 over the cheaper option for just 15 levels. It's just not enough. If there was a desperate need to actually get to the end of the event, like the Phoenix event ages ago, then maybe this could be helpful to at least get you there. But for now, just stick with the £9.49 one, and this will help you out enough, and you just have to work that tiny bit harder to still get the actual benefits, so it's just totally worth it to go for the cheaper one. This event has come with some changes to Hustle Castle, and they have added a much needed update to gems. But without looking into too much detail, you're able to upgrade your gems stats based on how much money you have with just one click of a button. And this is really nice to see. It might not be perfect depending on how much dust you have, but it's going to be much quicker and easier than it has been before, just trying to spend as much money as you could on your gems. For every player in the clan, you'll be able to leave your neighbourhood without needing other players to do it for you, which is going to be a nice touch and should speed clans up without having to ask if people should be moved. The legendary gem chest, which you can buy from your castle, will now give you a better chance of earning legendary and epic gems, and will give you more dust in the process. This might actually be a good thing to go for now, but because you can only buy it once a day, it'll be hard to tell if the improvements are actually going to be quite big yet. It will need some testing, so if you want to see me make a future video on it, then make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss out on that. The last major thing to mention is that they've changed the power of some items, which will be hard to know if this is going to affect us in a big way, but hopefully it's just some small balance changes to make the game more competitive. Now onto the giveaway, which I'm sure most of you have been waiting for. This will be the first time I'm doing a giveaway, and it's all thanks to the official Hustle Castle team for making this happen, and if you want to find their Facebook page, it'll be just down below so you can go check them out. With this competition there'll be 5 winners, each able to win 250 diamonds, and to enter the competition it's nice and easy. I'll leave the Gleam link below and that'll take you to the competition, and good luck to anyone that joins. I will add this: for anyone who enters the competition, leave your game ID in the comments below and say that you've entered, because if you win, I will need this to pass it on for you to get the diamonds, and if you win this, it means you're guaranteed to get the diamonds. If you don't want to post it below, it's not a problem. I will message you directly after the competition has ended, but if you don't get back to me within 24 hours, I will need to move on to new winners to replace you to make sure we have 5 winners for the competition. So leaving your ID in the comments basically means you won't be missed out if you actually do win, and I don't need to ask you directly. So good luck to anyone that joins this and have fun with the event, and make sure you get subscribed for other giveaways and events in the future.